Hello and welcome to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast. I'm Gil Larry. My main man Larry Loper is also joining us as per usual. You can catch us on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel. That's right. Every other week we're doing it for the whole summer, so we got stuff to talk, as my friends from the Great North would say, about. Larry, are you into soccer? Because I know I'm not, but I'll talk
Um,
about it. We also got
man,
UFC, NBA, the MLB All-Star break is right now. We had a home run derby yesterday. We got the All-Star game currently as we speak. Wimbledon came and went, and NASCAR, they're putting up some bangers this year. But let's get into the World Cup. Spain took on France today. I believe listen, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong. But I believe when you started asking me a couple weeks ago about who do you see going far and could win and stuff like that, I believe I said France, Spain,
you did. You
Argentina,
did.
England. I
You
think I
did.
said those four teams above
No,
Brazil and
look,
Colombia and stuff like that.
look,
And not the US. I
no,
think I
no.
said that.
For a guy that don't,
And where are we at? The novice right here doesn't even watch it. I think I got
for
all four teams right now. To be fair,
for a guy who
I
doesn't
had
watch
France in my mind, France winning today, and they lost 2-0. So, Larry, go and give us the information, make us wiser, tell us about the World Cup and what the people need to know, what I need to know, other than the fact that I pick winners.
for a guy who does not watch football, soccer,
Football.
football. We got to say it like that, football, because we don't want to confuse it with football, right?
Correct. Football, out of respect. We're not even
Yeah,
saying
man.
soccer. We're saying football.
Football. Yeah, we're going to put respect on the sport, man, because
Respect.
it may not be the sport in America, but it's the sport of the Americas. If you catch my drift.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And man, for a guy, like I said before, to reiterate what I was saying, for a guy who doesn't watch football, you were spot on, brother. Spot on. And I was wrong. I fell for the whole banana in the tailpipe dealing with USA. You know, and I know that they're just now on the level of these international guys. Okay. I made a comment, man. You had made a comment in the shorts that chopped it up. We said that it's because we have so many other sports that we specialize in America that football just doesn't get the shine or the awareness or the love that it does if you go abroad. Okay. Now we have many comments, people piping in saying, "Oh, it's other sports," and we're not saying it's not other sports in other countries. Come on, y'all. We gotta stop being so literal with these statements. Okay. Obviously, it's not just football in these other countries. We're saying that the primary sport in these other countries, for the most part, it's football. I get it. You go to Australia, they got rugby. Yeah, it's heavy. You go to India, they got cricket, which probably is the biggest sport out there. You get what I'm saying? I'm being honest. You go other places, I'm pretty sure they got basketball. Basketball has got abroad, it's been abroad. Football has not caught up that, or football. Gridiron has not caught up outside. They're really trying to push the brand outside. That's why they have the international games, because they're really, I think, for the NFL, trying to really push that agenda, right? So don't take offense when we say that in America, we've got a lot more choices when it comes to sports, okay?
We do have more
Got
choices.
way more choice. You just
Look
ran
at
that whole
how
bunch.
many shakes you can
Come
get
on.
at Wawa.
Come
Look
on,
at how
man.
many.
Come on, man.
I grew up vanilla chocolate strawberry.
Now you get look, man.
A mocha laka chocolate laka foca.
When I grew up, we had coffee. It was either decaf or calf. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know about the market, lie, chai, tea, boom. You get to spitting off all this stuff with that almond milk, and I just, it's a lot of options. Okay, in America, that's what we're saying right now. Okay, so basically, man, it's been a good World Cup though. I ain't gonna hold you. It's been a good World Cup. When I watched that Belgium USA game, I saw why we're just not on their level. One, it was if there's a intimidation factor in football, Belgium had it, and mind you, Belgium's not even a top dog, okay? but we just looked outclassed on that pitch. We didn't look like we needed to be there. We wasn't aggressive enough. It was just too easy for these dudes, man. Way too easy for the dudes.
You watched that game?
I did watch that game.
I did not watch it, but
I
let
did
me
watch
let
that
me
game.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. And I know you'll shoot straight. I know you will. Because I'm hearing things. I'm hearing things. Got my ear to the ground. I'm hearing things. Do you think, in your opinion, because I'm hearing this with a lot of opinions, do you think President Trump screwed up the mojo that the USA team had going into that team by apparently one of the top players from the US the game before got a red card
Yeah, he
on
got
a
a red
very
card.
controversial call?
Indeed.
And the World Cup, is it FIFA?
It's
FIFA?
FIFA. Yes, FIFA.
Apparently they said, even though it took a whole week, they were reviewing it. But 2 days before the match with Belgium
Yeah, Blue one. Blue
was
one.
about to happen, the president, our president, President Trump, chimed in and he was like, "Hey, what's up with the red card to my guy? Like, did we review this or not?" So got reviewed and he was allowed to play.
Right.
A lot of people are saying Trump should have stayed out of it. They were preparing for a week for this guy not to play. They were caught off guard.
Come on, man. Come on. Come
Maybe
on.
some of the players didn't like Trump
Come
putting his
on, man.
nose
Come
in
on.
there or
Come
didn't
on.
like Trump at all.
Are we
So I want you to
serious?
shoot straight.
Are we serious?
Are we blaming? I know we blame everything else.
We do.
Are we blaming the US team for
Stop
losing
it.
and looking
Stop it.
lethargic because of President Trump?
Stop it. Stop it. You answered your own question. I know it's probably a rhetorical question you just threw at me because that's definitely a rhetorical question. Stop it. Excuses are for losers. We lost. Of course, we're going to come with that's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard in my life.
I've heard it for a couple days.
Stupid excuse ever. I don't want to care about, you got your best player out there. Okay. I don't want to hear this, man. Okay. This is not why we lost because of, they ill prepared. The whole team ill prepared. It was lethargic. You had the home field. You're on your own soil. You had momentum. We going crazy. What are you talking about? I don't want to hear it. It's bullcrap. No, sir. We are outclassed, outmatched, out everything. We did not come to play. We choked. We had peanut butter sandwiches with no milk and no jelly. Okay, we choked.
I don't prefer the jelly, but
I
the milk part, man,
they
crunchy
choke.
peanut butter sandwich with a side glass of milk.
Extra chunky. Extra chunky.
I love chunky.
A lot of peanut
I
butter, more
love
peanut butter
chunky.
than bread. Okay,
Both sides of the
chunked.
bread. But
Okay.
this one and then the other slice, and then
So,
oh man, can't even talk.
no,
Go ahead.
If you looked at a team like England, for instance, they just look like they deserve to be out there. Spain, they got so much flack for that opening round, the first two opening round games, because they came in a high favorite. Okay,
they tied, right? One of those early games they tied.
They tied a team they shouldn't have tied with. They struggled with a team in the second one, right? And they just wrote them off. They was just like, oh yeah, this is the worst team. Oh my God, let this country down. Now look at them in the semis. They're a defensive team.
Now they're in the finals.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. They're in the
finals
right?
now.
They won 2-0 today. They beat France. Okay, they beat the France. Okay. They're a defensive-minded team. If you know football, you know who's offensive, defense. They're a defensive-minded team. Okay, it's hard to score against them. Very hard. Very hard. They're aggressive. Once you get past center, they're very aggressive. Okay, unlike the USA, who let them march it on down to the goalpost. They put no resistance up. Got this one-on-one ball. You're going to lose every time. And you should have seen the shots they set them up with. Come on, Gil. I'm talking about the shots these dudes set them up with. You just don't get these shots in the football. You just don't get them. I'm talking about clear cross, no resistance. If you watch, and I watch a lot of football, okay? It's very hard, especially when you start getting around the goal area, man. Like when Norway beat Brazil, right? That was off a header. A well-placed header. That's how hard it was. A header got it in, okay? I'm watching literally balls go across and little tap. Weak excuse. Those who got them dumb opinions, they're weak opinions. Stop it. That's when your kid go to school, does do something bad, you make excuses for the kid. Okay. I don't want to hear it. We lost. We need to accept it. What I'm going to pose to you, and this was a question posed to me because I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay. I was having a conversation with a partner of mine, and he told me that we just don't have the talent to compete with these international people. My argument is how. We got over what? So, is it a billion some people in this country? 50 million something? Huh? 50 million something? Belgium had a population of 5.6 million. Okay. That's the equivalent of being of South Carolina. And you're going to tell me out the 50 states and territories we have in this daggone country,
half of New Jersey,
that we don't have the talent? I don't believe that. I don't believe it, Gil. My argument, in my opinion, is this. I just don't think that we have a great developmental system when it comes to football. Example, basketball, football, baseball. We have great developmental levels. Because if your kid got some of the goods, guess what happens? We put them in AAU, right? Football, you come up from Pee Wee, flag, tackle, Pee Wee, and then AAU. You go to high school. It's real big, especially certain states like Texas, California, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida. Very big when it comes to high school football. It's an event, right? Basketball, it get the rocket. Okay, they got sponsors. They got all types of brands that support it. So basically, man, it's a lot of money funneled to these things. So by the time you get to pro level, semi-pro level, you're really that good. Okay. Plus, we got G leagues and all these other type of stuff. We don't have the same things in for football. We just don't. If you're nice, say you're nice as a Pee Wee, yeah, you got, as they quote, soccer moms, right? But then in high school, it's not really big. College is it's okay, right? I don't see no televised college football games. I don't, right? Over there, it's big, it's major, developmental. So my question to you is, Gil, is it a lack of talent or my view?
I'm gonna totally comp out here. It's both.
Okay.
It's truly both. We've discussed this before. Talent wise, we said that the most talented, most athletic American athletes are not playing soccer. They got other options to make bigger money on a higher rated sport than soccer in this country. And I also agree with you. I don't think we have the development system in football that we do for baseball, hockey, American football. You got the Pee-wees, you got the elementary school, high school, the camps, the recruitment before college. In baseball, they're signing $1 million deals when they're still a senior in high school. So are they in hockey. You got professional teams owning your rights for 4 years before you even come up. They're not doing that in soccer.
Not here.
Or football. They're not doing that. And think about the best teams, right? They have great players, but they usually have like one or two superstars, right? One or two, like Argentina or whomever, Madrid. The U.S. team, they got some good players, but their top players would not be a top player over in England, over in Brazil. It wouldn't be. An American-born player wouldn't be. Usually our top player is somebody who was born in another country and gets dual citizenship here. Usually our best coaches are not American coaches. For the women too. Their best coaches are non-American coaches.
Great
I so
point.
I think it's both. It's money, it's developmental. You know, you think about in and I've said this, someone like me, how physically gifted I am, height, strength, speed. I had a real legit opportunity to be a professional soccer player. I really did physically. You know, you got to have the hand-eye foot coordination, maybe not so much hand. Um, I had great stamina growing up. Let me tell you, playing basketball, swimming in a pool, and riding bicycle, you're going to get great cardio.
Mm-hmm.
Great cardio. And I did all three the same day. The
Mm.
same day I would do that. My cardio was off the chart. I'm telling you, it was a legit proposition for me to become, you know, if I really focused on it, a professional soccer player. You can't say same thing in the NBA. Can't say the same thing in the NFL. Can't say the same thing in hockey, even though maybe physically, maybe athletically, but I didn't have the money to 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 be in those programs to build myself up to be a pro. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the accessibility to be in gyms and stuff like that. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do, but soccer I could have done. So if you're a special athlete, LeBron James isn't going to use his special skills to play soccer. Even guys who were good at soccer leave it to go in another sport. Look at Akeem Olajuwon.
Yeah.
Soccer
Tim
was his
Duncan.
first
Oh no.
sport.
Oh yeah, he was. It was his first sport, wasn't
Akeem
it?
Olajuwon,
Yup.
soccer was his first
Soccer's first
sport.
sport. Yup.
He got into basketball late. If you get
Yep.
into it in high school for
It's
the
late.
first time, that's late.
It's late.
That's late.
Go back to the point you were saying about the developmental levels. You're right. You know, by the time you got to high school, they was already recruiting you to certain places to come to their school. You know, especially if when you're talking about championship level high school ball and football, same way. They'll come to the middle schools and recruit. They got a plan for you. It's already documented. So I just don't. Maybe that's something in the future. Maybe I don't see it happening because up to this point, it hasn't. I mean, they're making strides over
Are
here.
they though? Are they? Because I've been hearing this since 2002. Every time there's a World Cup, oh, this is the year they're going to make a big stride.
I
This is the
mean,
year. Four
they got,
years later, this is
but
the year. They keep getting eliminated in the same round.
yeah, you're right. They have. I was meaning for just they have more clubs over here now, professional.
And who are the best players?
The people that come abroad to play. And
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So America, y'all got to catch up. Maybe I don't see it happening. I really don't because of the fact we got way too many sports that we enjoy. I'm
Why
sorry.
are the Americans not playing in the Premier League throughout the year?
You just said it. You just said it because
They're not
they
good
they're
enough.
not good enough to be on their pitch with these guys. They're not. They'll be bench
hmm
riders at best. Okay,
hmm
garbage time players. If you want to throw them in the garbage time, we already up 4 goals. Neil, throw them in, man. Let them get some wreck. Outside that, bro, you know what it is. You a water boy, Adam Sandler. You a water boy. Okay, Gil. Speaking of water boys, what happened? Talk to me.
Oh my gosh.
Just talk to me, Gil. I just want to know, just Gil, just you gotta talk to me because you and like everybody, it ain't just you. There's a lot of people, man, big on this event, man. There's a lot of cats that wanted to see this event. This was supposed to be the event, the comeback. We was looking forward to it, and I let you run with it. What is your opinion? Let me know.
Well, I have been off the Conor McGregor hype train for a good like 7, 8 years now. Honestly, I've picked up on his shtick, on how he makes everybody believe this was the best training camp, that he was in his best headspace, yada 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 yada. The fact is, he has not won a fight. He went on a little bit of a losing streak. Then he came back and beat an old Cowboy Cerrone, and then has lost ever since. He lost two fights to oh the guy who just got in trouble at the airport being drunk, Dustin Poirier. After he beat Dustin Poirier in like 2014, now he's losing to guys that he already beat. This was a rematch between him and Max Holloway. He already beat Max Holloway. I think Max Holloway was the betting favorite, and I think Max would have knocked him out probably in the third round, which is why this disappointed me, this injury thing. But when you're 38 years old, you can't be starting off a fight by jumping in the air and doing a head kick that we all know is not going to land. I get that you got all this hyped up energy and you want to get the energy out, but you gotta be smarter than that. I
Gotta be
mean, people
smarter.
people believing, he hadn't fought in 5 years because he broke his left leg. So then he's gonna start this fight by jumping in the air. Guess what? You did something. They're not saying what happened, but they are saying he's gonna have to have surgery on
Okay.
his right knee. If it's ACL, at
Right.
the earliest, he's back in a year. At the earliest. And whenever he says he's going to be back quick, it's always long anyway. His peak was 10 years ago when he became the first double champ in the UFC when he beat Eddie Alvarez in the first ever UFC event at Madison Square Garden. That was his peak, his absolute peak, and it has been downhill ever since. A little winning, a lot of losing. A little winning, a lot of losing. But he's great on the mic. He's got that accent that everyone loves, and he makes people believe he's back. He's back. He's not back. He's old. Everybody has seen his shtick. They know his style. He's getting, like I said, he's getting beat by guys that he had already beaten years ago. So I don't want to hear. And he's moving up in weight. The power. He's got more power now. He went from 145 to 155. This fight was at 170. The power is going to translate. It didn't translate in his knee because that didn't hold up. At some point, it is what it is. He's
It
got
is what
one
it is.
fight left on his contract. He said he's going to honor it. But whoever it's against, I don't think he's going to win. It's going to be against somebody relevant because he can no longer just sell the fight on him himself. He's going to have to fight a somebody. Maybe it'll be Max again. I don't know. Maybe it'll be Patty because Patty looked good. They're the
I,
same weight class right now.
I
Patty
want
looked good. Patty came back off of losing to Justin Gaethje,
They
and
did.
everyone was like, "Oh, maybe Patty's not what we thought." Well, Gaethje just beat Ilya
Yeah.
at the UFC
Right. Yep.
Freedom 250,
Yeah.
and now has the belt.
So is it
So
so man, we gotta start putting respect on Gotchi's name, man.
yeah,
Gotta start putting respect on his name.
Gaethje's
Come on,
a
man.
real deal now.
Come on,
But
man.
Patty losing to him, oh, he lost to a legit guy.
There
We
you
thought
go.
we thought Gaethje was going down. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. So
I
and
know. I
Pat
know
and
who. I
Patty,
know who
that
is going
he ended
down.
that fight fast, but man, was it entertaining.
It was entertaining. It
If you're
was.
one of those people, I'm knockout or bust, well, then it's not for you.
Yeah.
But if you appreciate mixed martial arts, which is
I
what the
mean,
sport is,
once he hit the ground, it was
that
over.
was beautiful.
It was
It
over.
was the other guy who went for the takedown and he just locked it
Oh,
up.
it was over.
I mean, he got his legs around him. He was still dry because there were only 30 seconds into the fight. So he wasn't slippery with sweat or blood or nothing like that. I mean, that was wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, yeah, at least one guy that we thought the arrow was pointing up is still
Delivered.
pointing up.
Yeah, delivered.
So I don't know what's next for Max. He should have a big fight. I don't know who it'll be against. But Connor, I mean, I would not anticipate Connor being back between a year and a year and a half. So he'll be pushing 40.
Okay.
He'll be pushing 40. I mean, if you want to, he's going to talk himself up. But I
Like,
think,
like, like I'm with you, bro. I've been off the Conor McGregor train, bro. Like,
mhm.
you know, I I mean, it was a lot of people was rooting for the dude. We got a lot of comments, man. Thank you everybody for commenting and keep it respectful. We had one dude who was talking stupid. I don't respond to stupid people responses. So have a ball, buddy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, have a ball. We don't do disrespect over here. We have a good program over here. So for the disrespectful individuals, I would never give you no shine. We don't do that over
Be
here.
an adult. Be
That's
an
it.
adult.
It's an opinion, bro, at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day. But it was a lot of support for Conor McGregor because of nostalgia. You know, it's nostalgia. It's like watching Jay-Z concert. You know, Jay-Z had a
Mm-hmm.
concert, 3-day concert in New York. And for the guys that's late 90s, mid 90s and
Mm-hmm.
early 2000s, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we're dying. We're dying breed. People dying. We ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
concerts to go to, man.
That that
All the
was
young
our hip
people
hop.
taking over. That was our
Late
hip hop
80s through
moment.
the
Yeah.
90s. That was
It
our
was
hip
it,
hop.
it was a great moment for all the hip hoppers, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was cool, man. I just felt like it was an old man on stage. You know, I'm just saying.
Let me ask you, since you say that,
I'm just saying.
did his performance lose a step?
He's older, man. But
But
I
was
think.
was he still spitting like he used
Oh no
to?
no 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 no! That part he's a technician, so he don't lose that.
Okay.
Far as his stage presence, no, he's
So
still
that's good. But you know,
no, he still gives a
what the
great
thing with
performance.
Connor is, it looks like, you know, he's losing it.
No, he's losing it.
When he went to fight Mayweather, can you believe that was 2017?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
2017.
That's crazy. Hold on, that was almost
That's
10
almost
years ago.
9 years ago.
9, yeah. Yeah, man. I think I said before, man, you old, you can't be Father Time. And
Hmm.
eventually you're gonna, especially contact sports, the wear and tear, and then you talking about taking off, things of that nature. Come on, bro. We gotta be realistic. And I get it. It's the mind saying you want to do it, but the
Hmm.
body is a whole different animal.
And are you really training like you're starving? You know, when
I,
you're just trying to make it, when it's like I have to win, finish, and entertain in this fight. This is my one and only chance. Or I'm not eating this week. I don't know where I'm going to be sleeping tonight. Versus you live in a mansion, you're a king in one country, you're one of the most popular athletes. Forget about MMA guys, athletes in America, and you're not even American. Are you really putting in that work? I mean, didn't what's his name that was the former middleweight champion, Marvin Hagler,
mhm.
didn't he say it's hard to put in the kind of training you used to put in when you're sleeping in silk
Yep,
pajamas?
in pajamas, sure
Didn't he
did.
say that?
He did. He
I mean,
did.
and you
Like
see Connor, you see the cars, you
the
see
women.
him with the women, even though he's married. Okay,
Yep.
you see him with the liquor.
Yep. It's hard. You
You
know
see him
what, man?
partying and celebrity and this and that. They're living a life. Hey man, you earned it. That's your money. You earned it. But are you really putting in that work? I mean, you are not in your mid 20s now. You're not. You're in your late 30s. You probably got to work harder. You probably got to change your style that you've had your whole fighting career. Are you doing that? Or are you just like, I'm going into this fight healthy? That doesn't mean nothing. I don't mean nothing. You're going into it healthy. How long you going to stay healthy? How many football players go into training camp healthy and after 2 days they're on the pup list or they're not
You ain't lying about
participating?
that, brother.
Non-contact injury, soft tissue injury. You know, before they're even in pads. These are the top athletes in this country. And after 2 days at training camp, well, here's the injury report. Pop, beep, pop, boop, pop, 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 and they're not in their late 30s. I'm not talking about quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about offensive linemen, cornerbacks,
Yeah.
wide receivers, soft tissue, soft tissue, soft tissue.
Well, that's a great.
When
This is a great segue for my next switch. And I want to keep it contact sports, right? But the Charlo brothers, and I'm gonna
mm,
bring you up to the Charlo brothers if you don't know who they are. They had a good. They was called Lions Only, the twin brothers.
mm-hmm.
Okay,
But
and
one is better than the other.
yeah, Jamal is better than Jermel. Jermel's the one that got knocked out terribly by Canelo. Just embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jamal is the one at 154. That's matter of fact, he's at 160. He's at 160. He's the bigger of the twins. Okay. He's
Middleweight. He's the
he's the
middleweight.
middleweight. He's the middleweight. Right. So now they're coming back. Okay. It's been a minute. One of the twins, I think it's been what I want to say 3 years layoff.
Mm.
And the other one might be going for like
You can do that when you're rich.
There we go. You lead into what I was about to say. Okay. When you're rich, you got the money, the honey, you're kind of like, and it goes for me, Gil, it goes to when you're poor, hungry, you all you have is the love of the sport. It's the love of the sport that got you into the sport. Okay. You used to love to go to the gym hitting that bag. Going, don't mind doing the run in. Don't mind putting the work in with the sparring. You can see yourself just getting better and better and better. Going to the amateurs and testing these different styles. You're fighting almost every day. Then you go pro, and now you're going to pro to make your name, okay? But guess what? This is prize fighting, and it seems that the prize fighters always want to emphasize that part. It's prize fighting. We don't expect nobody to do nothing for free. St. Catholic Charities, man, they don't do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It ain't that, okay? We respect the prize fight. What we don't respect is when the prize fight becomes to the point where you got so much money that you lose a skill set. You lose a discipline. You lose a focus. You lose a hunger, okay? You know why we liked it? Muhammad Ali. You know why we liked Muhammad Ali? Because liked it ain't the word. You know why we like Muhammad Ali? You know why we hate or love him? Floyd Mayweather. Hate him or love him?
Oscar.
I don't want to use Oscar. To my Oscar who? De La Hoya?
Yeah. No. He fought a lot. Even after he was very popular and made a lot of money, he still fought a lot.
He did. I'll let you have Oscar. I was going to say Sugar Ray Robinson. I'll say Sugar Ray Robinson.
Oh, well, he's the best. He's the
best. But why though? That my point of why I named a couple of these guys is because this. Yeah, they had. Well, back he didn't really have the money. He had it, but didn't have the money because he made poor decisions with business wise back in them days. Mm-hmm. But one thing he never lost in his peak was wanting to be great. Okay, wanted to be great. Floyd wanted to be great. He got all the money, but he understood the pressure of having the money. But what was more for him was him not losing his legacy. Right? Mm-hmm. Muhammad Ali, man. Yeah, towards the end of the career, he shouldn't have fought certain fights because he got older. It happens, But when he was in his prime and his peak, it wasn't about the money. Yeah, he gonna get paid. Mm-hmm. But he didn't lack in the craft, the discipline, the focus, the responsibility. It was still there. Mm-hmm. My biggest thing is when you get the money and now you got this money and you start to lose the skill set because of you're not training as hard. You're partying way too much. You're starting to introduce certain things. Look at the Adrian Broner situation. Adrian Broner is a guy. He's a personality. So now this day and time, it works for him because we're in a personality era now. So his personality actually works now. Hate or love it, may agree with, disagree.
Fat Broner.
I always say he's on a 45-day binge right now. So he's working, it's cool. I use him as an example.
I cannot stand that guy.
I think he's entertaining.
He knows exactly who to bully. He knows exactly who to talk crap to.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't come across a real dude talking like that.
I mean, it's all entertainment, man. When the camera's on, I don't respect nothing with the cameras on, bro. I mean, I'm dead on.
But he, not that I want to stay on this guy, but he is choosing to portray himself like that. Like people like how you're saying it's for the camera. Yeah. A lot of that is for show. It's for entertainment. It's for clicks. It's for subscriptions. It's for all that. Yeah, but he is choosing to wear the black hat and talk like that and act like that. So, don't turn around and say, well, that's all for show, because you're putting on the show and that's what you want to portray yourself to be.
I mean, once again, I know where you're going with it, and I was having a conversation with my partner about certain things, we were talking about it's funny, we're talking about money, right? And that when people have certain positions and they're financially in a position to help you out financially, that they feel they can just talk to you any type of way because they got the bag. And most people will accept it because they'll say, well, in life you gotta deal with BS. In life you gotta deal with
Mm,
a boss. And life
mm,
you got, and I said for me, and I use me as an example, me personally.
mm-hmm,
Okay. Now I'm not like everybody else. That's why who I am. For
mm-hmm.
me, I'm not taking disrespect. I don't care
Nope,
what carrot you
nope,
dangle on my
nope.
face. I don't do this for no paper.
Hundred,
I'm
hundred
dead
percent.
serious. Because at the end of the day, I feel like this. If I let you do it once, you'll keep doing it.
Mm-hmm,
Okay? Why would you stop? If I allow you to keep disrespect me, and the only thing that you get justified is that you're giving me a check for it, no, sir. Keep your money. I'm
mm-hmm,
okay. Thank you for the thank you, but no thank you. Okay,
mm-hmm,
for the sit down because what I won't do for some papers let you think you're gonna do anything to me. It ain't
mm-hmm,
gonna happen, Jack.
mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I give respect, and I give respect, and I definitely want mine back. Okay. Most people, like you said, you're a brony, you'll do the nut stuff. And then I look at the people around you that allow you to do the nut stuff because I'll be looking at these jokes like, this is for what?
Mm-hmm.
This ain't entertainment to me. I mean, yeah, people pipe in. It's very entertaining. They getting paid off. I get it. But come on, man. It got to be some type of line to be drawn.
Mm,
Cuz, like you said, you
100%.
know who to bully.
Oh my
You know
gosh.
who to bully.
I could never, I can't
I could.
agree with you on anything we've ever agreed on. I can't agree with you more than I do right now.
I already
Respect.
know you.
I am all, I'm not gonna air dirty laundry.
Yeah.
Okay. But I have lost close people in my family and friends for many years, the family, my whole life, because I feel like I was disrespected. And when I tell you, I feel like you disrespected me, and you're like, well, I don't think I did. It doesn't matter what you think. I'm telling you how I feel. And if you're not going to correct this, if you're not going to address it, then I don't need to have a relationship with you. And that is, if you really know me, you know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than one person, but currently, right now, it's a couple people in my family because I felt disrespected. And I told them I did, and they are being stubborn in addressing it. So I have a relationship with them right now. And I am okay with it because you have to stand your ground.
You got to
You
stand your
can't
ground,
say I
brother.
want respect, and then when you get disrespected, let it slide. I'm
No.
not letting a boss, I'm not letting
No.
a stranger, I'm not
No.
letting a woman,
No.
I'm not letting a
No.
senior citizen,
No.
I'm not
Child.
letting anybody, I'm
Name
not
it.
letting a little kid,
No. No.
I'm not letting you
No.
talk to me any
No.
old way. No,
It's not
bro.
happening. It's not
You are
happening.
not acting entitled with me.
Not happening. Why I say because you got a title don't make you entitled. And you
Mm-hmm.
know what? It don't matter. And once again, like I said, different shows, different folks. Some
Mm-hmm.
people are willing to deal with certain things,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why we have ecosystems. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I choose I know my battles. I know my character. I know my threshold. I know my pressure point. Okay, I've been in this body long enough to know me. Okay, so for me, I'm good. If I see you coming to my, and sometimes we slip, Gil. You know, sometimes we slip. Sometimes we get caught in moments like, oh, dang, you feel me? But when you realize, you like, man, never ever again. I hate never ever again,
Never again.
never ever again. So back to these Charlo boys, it's cool you coming back. My thing is this: I think the older twin, I still think he got some pop in the
Mm-hmm.
tank. It's mental, and I get them, especially when you're dealing with divorces, you're dealing with home family situations. Boxing is so center. You have to be focused, man. You have to be focused. The younger brother coming in now, you talking about you want the top guys in 154. You're bugging, and I really don't think no. I think it's a money grab, honestly. I think it's a money grab because I don't see him beating no Bruce Ennis. No. Fundor, he tall, lanky. I don't know. He got to, no. I'm not even going to go there. No. Virgil Ortiz, you want them because they big names, right? No. Because guess what? It happens this way. When you was the top guy, and this why I'm saying when the money come in, man. When you the top guy, and these dudes wanted them fights, oh, yeah. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. You ain't on my level. What happened to the dog?
Mm-hmm. What
to
happened
football?
to anybody, anywhere, anytime? What happened to
Anywhere,
that?
let's get it done. Don't use these promos as cop outs. I'm the fighter. You work for me. I want that fight. Make it happen, man. Make it happen, man. Especially if you believe in your skills. Skills pay the bills, right, Gil?
Mm-hmm.
If you believe in your skill set, man, line them up and let me knock them down.
That's right.
That's a dog. I live in the gym. That's why I love.
That's what the great ones did.
That's why
The
I love
great
Bruce
ones
Ennis,
that
man.
made their money and had
They
their
lived,
popularity, they constantly fought because they knew
brother.
what their legacy
Yup.
was. I'm not going to go around and say for 20 years I'm the best and then
No,
avoid fights.
no.
I'm
How?
fighting
I fight
everybody.
everybody. You know how we grew up. If you can fight, man, I'm not running. Come on. Let's
Hmm.
go. What
And
man,
if
I'm
you
right here.
lose, you
You
lose.
look, but I fought you. We right here.
Mhm.
You know? And that's why I respect, and I keep telling you, Boots, I know y'all talk about them a lot, is because the eye test adds up. It gave me the same feeling when I saw Terrence Crawford fight for the first time. I just knew. I knew. You could tell the guys that live for the sport, that have the love, for the sport. Okay. Now, it's been another announcement. I'm gonna try to give people brief. Okay. But Shannon
Ooh.
Sharp on his podcast
Mhm.
is Stevenson, and we're gonna get at it, right, Gil, because you were saying some things, right? And you were saying,
I watched some stuff. I watched
okay,
some of that.
now um, you know, obviously, Shannon Sharp has always been on. He definitely gonna talk his stuff. He came in football talking crazy. You feel me?
Hmm.
And we know he's emotional. We know he's emotional,
Hmm.
especially if you throw up LeBron James. Oh my God, you would thought that was LeBron James' ex lover, girlfriend, mistress. He love him some LeBron. Okay, he would be get.
Go James. Go James.
What? Skip?
Go
What? Skip?
go
Skip?
go go
Skip?
James.
Skip? What did he say? Skip? I'm all pro.
Go
Skip.
James.
But so he had him on his podcast, and basically was saying that it started off just a regular, then it got kind of a little chippy because he was basically saying like Shakur Stevenson
Boring.
is boring, okay, and Shakur came back was like, well, I'm saying my skills is so good that hey man, they can't do what I could do. I'm a defensive fighter. I don't get hurt. I'm not knocking jokers out in there, but I'm making a defensive fight. And yes, it's strategic. It's a boxing. So he said, you're ignorant of boxing because Shannon Sharp was like, well, you admit that you're boring. You're not exciting. The people that I grew up watching were excited, and we in there, we want to see knockouts. That's just what it is, man. That's why we love Mike Tyson. We love certain boxers because we want to see a knockout. We didn't want to see Floyd Mayweather in his latter career. In the beginning, he was getting busy. He was knocking people out.
Mhm.
Later on, because he had brittle hands and he's getting older, it was more defensive fight, right? So Shakur said, "You're ignorant." So they went back and forth, and Shannon Sharp was like, "You can't call nobody
That
ignorant when you ain't never
that
went to
triggered
college."
Shannon. He did
Oh,
not
it
like
triggered
being called that.
at all.
That word triggered him, and he
Yeah,
was like, "No, no, I'm not saying you're an ignorant person.
yeah. He
I'm saying
said
when it comes
ignorant
to
boxing,
boxing,
ignorant boxing.
you're being ignorant."
Yes,
But Shannon wasn't hearing it. Shannon got
he got offended,
that chest came up a little bit.
and I think it's because there may be affiliation with football players and people thinking that football people are just dumb jocks. That could be it, because people got they got their what's the word I'm looking for, Gail? When what's the word? Come on, America, help me out.
Explain it, and I'll get the word.
When you got your opinion on somebody, it's stereotype. We got stereotypes. When you
Hmm.
think that because you're the dumb jock, you got your free ride. You never studied
Hmm.
anything. You were just really gifted. He's dumb as a brick. Like they told LeBron, just shut up and dribble.
Yeah, meatheads.
Meatheads, right? So he probably took a personal, like, what? I went to college. I
Hmm.
wasn't just getting free classes. I ain't just take broadcast in the media, bro. Okay. I have real classes. Like I really am smart. I had to go. You know, nobody
Mhm.
cheated on the SAT for me to get in. You know, I get
Mhm.
it. You know, but to the topic he was talking about, you are ignorant to the topic. And he said, well, you know, he used basketball as an example. And Shakur Stevenson said, I never claimed to know basketball. I'm
Mhm.
not going to sit down with Kawhi Leonard, use Kawhi Leonard's example.
I
I'm going
heard.
to sit with Kawhi Leonard in his sport and act like I know his sport. I'm going to listen because
Mhm.
I don't know. You're coming to my sport and you're trying to say things about my sport when you didn't do the research. You're not doing the research. Because if you honestly, if you're in the boxing world, man, to the outside, you'll say, yeah, he's boring. If you have anybody that's really like a boxing fan, like I am, the majority of people know what Shakur Stevenson do. He has a unique skill set. Okay, he's really a
But
decent fighter.
is
I like
Shannon is Shannon wrong though? A
I,
lot of people
no,
have
but
said it.
I like
Do I have to be a boxer in order to say this guy's style is boring?
no. You mean no on that level? No, that's not where he was going with it. You know what I mean? He was going with saying that his colleagues and people in the sport is saying that his style is boring, which was
Mhm.
not true because a lot of people say they admire Shakur Stevenson's skill set. They got him up there almost as pound for pound the best. So that's your colleague. This is amongst boxers saying that Shakur Stevenson is that guy that you want to fight. Okay, so that's what he was saying. You can have your opinion. You can say it's boring. For the average person, it's going to be boring.
Mhm.
But he was trying to put that on boxers saying that, and that wasn't true. That's what he was saying. He said, you got to do your research, bro. You can't put that on boxers because you bring the boxers told me that they told you that my style is boring. That you won't find too many is going to say that. You won't because they understand it. They're in the ring. They understand between the ropes. Now, to the people outside the ropes, yeah, you're boring. You're boring. We don't want to see all this fainting in 5, 6 rounds, no action. Okay, we want to see Mike Tyson. Man, you talked about it. We want to see the next big heavyweight come up. Okay, because right now it's dry in the heavyweight. It's dry. But what we got to look forward to? Old Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. If that's my options, don't like them. Don't like them. You said Usyk is boring, right? Don't like.
And he's the best of the
And he's the
bunch right
best.
now.
Right. So once again, for the average fight fan, we want to see knockouts. It's like going to UFC and you want to see somebody get punished, bro.
Who was the guy in our generation heavyweight
Mike Tyson.
that was must see TV?
Mike Tyson.
Whatever you think about Tyson, and
Mike Tyson.
I don't love Tyson at all. But when I heard he was getting ready to fight,
Mike
whether it
Tyson.
was before jail or after jail, he was
Mike
must
Tyson.
see TV.
Man, listen, we knew that you couldn't get up and go to the bathroom, don't get no water, because I'm telling you the fight would end that fast.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a knockout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We knew this. HBO, we knew it. You had HBO back then. You only had limited channels, okay? Pay-per-view. Listen, you'd be mad. But with Mike Tyson, you paid all that money to see him knock out in less than a minute.
My friend had that. He had the illegal box where he could see everything,
that part.
and that's how I got to watch him.
Look.
And then I got to go back and watch his fights on ESPN Classic.
Oh, then we start watching. No, you'll just see the beauty when he was once again before the money took over and he started declining his skill set because you got to respect the sport, because if you don't respect the sport, the sport will make you respect it.
Mm-hmm.
It will.
You still have to be hungry.
You do.
You still have to be hungry. Maybe not starving, but hungry.
Buster Douglas was never supposed to happen, but it had to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It was not supposed to happen, but it had to happen because you got to the point where you disrespected that sport so much that you thought you could just do what you wanted to do, go in that ring with a half effort and think you're going to beat anybody. Because up to that point, the fear factor was there. You intimidated everybody, but you were in that fight not prepared, and you fought a guy who was inspired by his mother dying. You fought a different animal that night. He messed up the plans.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the greatest upsets in history that we could think of to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You agree, Gil?
It's either that I can think of. It's either that or Foreman winning the title over Michael Moore.
You put that as a greater upset than Mike Tyson losing to Buster
To
Douglas?
me, it's. But Douglas was okay. He was not considered an A-level fighter,
No,
but
he was not.
he was in his prime.
Yeah, but he was still
I
chop
think
suey.
Foreman was like 44
He
years
was
old.
44. He's old man. He's old man. And then I think, but you gotta see that fight because Moore had to fight. He didn't listen to his corner.
He was winning. Yeah,
He
he
had
was
to fight,
winning.
Gil. All he had to do was not to stay away. He was up on cards. He was winning. He was dominating them, Gil.
But he lost.
But he
Got
lost.
knocked out.
But he lost.
Knocked out.
Moving forward, man. LeBron has not figured it out yet.
I got a feeling he has figured it out.
I
He's
do
just
too.
waiting for the
I do
perfect
too.
day
I do
to
too. And
do it.
I'm gonna tell you honestly where I think the guy gonna go. Honestly, what makes more sense? What makes more sense at this point?
I got 3 teams.
I got one team he gonna go to, but I
Can I
got
can
three
I can I
teams.
guess? Can I guess who it is?
Well, there goes your selections. You think these are the selections?
I
No,
would take the Knicks out.
I'll tell you Knicks and the Dallas Mavericks out.
I'll
That's a
take them
no
out
go.
too.
That's a no go. And I would add Miami.
I would add Miami.
I add Miami. I'll definitely keep the Sixers and I'll keep the Golden State. Least favorite, Golden State. My favorite, I think he's going to end up going that makes the most sense. It'll probably be Akron, Cleveland. They were a step. You go look at it like they was a step away from the finals. You come in, he could probably beat up to get you over the hump, right? I don't see him being in Philly because I don't see him living in Philly. I just don't. In Miami, yeah, but yeah, for Miami because he could bring Bronny with him, and Bronny gets some tick.
Well, he don't have to live in Philly. He could live in that great city of Camden, New Jersey.
Yeah, that part. Yeah, you went from LA, sunny LA, to come and live in Camden, New Jersey. No, no. And I think it's just because you're home. In Ohio, you home. It's home. It's home. And sometimes, man, you just want to be home. You love home.
I got
there.
I got Cleveland 1, Miami 2, Philadelphia 3, Golden State 4. That's how I got it. And those are the only ones that I'm taking seriously.
I'm with you. They talk about Minnesota.
Nah.
No.
He's not leaving LA to go to Minnesota.
No, that's not happening. And I get it. Ant-Man's out there because LaMelo, I'm not saying LaMelo, I'm saying Ant-Man. Okay. I get the Tyrese Maxey. On paper, that's a good squad, right? On paper, it's definitely a good squad in Philly. Definitely good go. But
he could play power forward, man.
He can play power forward. If you go to Miami, you could be the point forward. Point. Yeah, because you're gonna have the ball in your hand. You're gonna be kind of dictating where everybody go. And with that dynamic of, I'm gonna put some spec on Bam name. He did punch Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero didn't.
Yeah, Tyler Hero needs to stop getting Tyler Hero need to get off the line, stop making comments, man. You know what I mean? Can't do that, Tyler. Can't do that, Tyler.
It's a small world, man. You could run into somebody.
Yeah, it's too small. Y'all in the same circles. Y'all like basketball. Everybody goes to the same events. Tyler, we get it. You don't think that Bam Adebayo should have been? You thought he should have been the piece moving. Miami didn't think that. Because if you look at it, I get it. Who's more durable? Bam. Tyler's been hurt.
Dude, who's better?
Bam. It's Bam.
Bam's better.
It's Bam. I got to give him his due. He's a double-double, walking double-double all day long. And I'm not even going with the 83.
Two-way player.
He's a two-way player. He plays
defense. And undersized center.
Yes, undersized center. You're right, Gil. I love the fact that dude.
He's smaller than LeBron.
He is, but he balls.
Mm-hmm.
He balls. And he has put the level of dedication to the sport. That's what I respect about him. He didn't put
Is he with romantically Asia Wilson?
Yeah, that's a girl.
They're together?
That's a girl.
She is turning into the greatest
female
player ever.
I'm saying
Not now, ever.
ever. Like I had Cynthia Cooper there.
She was up there.
Yeah,
Lisa
Cynthia Cooper was
Leslie was
there.
up there.
Please, I,
Diana Taurasi was
Taurasi was
up
up there.
there.
Yeah. Definitely. She, especially her
Sue
career.
Bird was up there.
Yeah, but Asia,
I think Asia.
Asia, yeah,
I think Asia might be the best
yeah. And,
ever.
and shout out to the WNBA for letting these girls have a platform, man. I was glad that these girls, man, don't obviously still gotta go overseas and make some paper because they don't make enough money in WNBA.
Well, yeah, but they got that new contract now that'll take effect, so
But this
they're
is
going to be making quite a bit more,
that's cool, man. I
quite
think
a bit,
girl,
quite
I
a bit.
like that for the women's sport, man. Especially you got little girls that might want to play ball, man. You
Mhm.
know, it's cool, man. Like, yo, I love it because you know this
They
big in
they just
college.
got to stop trying to murder Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, now they're fouling her by putting a fist in her throat while
yeah,
she's on the
yeah,
floor,
yeah. You know, that's
and they're like, "Oh, that's a common foul."
well, girls always take things to the extra level. You know, it's a girl thing. You know how girls are.
But
Girls are
putting
catty.
your fist in her throat while she's on the floor, and then you're like, "Oh, why'd she get a 1 game suspension? That's just a common foul."
Yeah, I
Wasn't
mean,
they? I'm like,
yeah,
what are you doing?
you know, you gotta blame, man. It's a lot.
You got to protect your stars.
Yes, it's a lot of blame, man. It's like they put a target on her back, man. They do, and unfortunately, man, we make it a black and white thing. We make it a black and white thing. We do. We make it. We feel like she gets favoritism because she's white. You know, it's like Larry Bird. She's like Larry Bird, the league of the WNBA.
Mm.
Great white hope, as they say. You know, I'm just saying, bro. That's why she gets what she get. You know, they have drawn the line. They have drawn the line. Started back in college of this line of she gets this and she's a good player. She's a great player. You know, she deserves all accolades. She worked hard from accolades, but unfortunately, this is a narrative that's been painted. That's why she gets as much friction as she get.
Hmm.
It's an underlining thing there that she can't control the narrative, but it's there. I don't like seeing it because I don't like bullies. I just the girls. I dig playing
Just
hard.
play
I
ball.
play
Play
hard.
ball.
I dig all that extra stuff.
The
I'm not for it.
WNBA has gotten so much more ratings since Caitlin Clark joined it.
Yeah,
Don't try
yeah,
and cut off your nose to spite your face. Don't do it.
yeah,
Don't do it. And by the way, her teammate Sophie
yeah,
Cunningham,
yeah. Kind of,
she
yeah.
she
She's a
at the
ring girl.
UFC event, she was one of the ring
Yeah, she's
girls.
one of the ring girls. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you know what, man? Caitlin gets a lot of press, man. But some dope girls in the league right now. There's some really good girls in the league. Asia
Mhm.
being one of them. Becker's, Paige Becker's, and
Who's
Uh,
the one that plays for Tempo that scored
oh,
like a gazillion
oh
points?
man, I think she's like Italian or something, man.
Yeah, she's not American. Or maybe
Yeah,
she is American. I don't know. She got the dark
she
hair.
got the dark hair. Yeah. She remind me of what's my girl to play for
I
played for
did.
Sacramento Monarchs back in the day.
Oh yeah. She
Pacello,
was an
Pacello.
American.
Yeah, Pacello. She remind me of Pacello, something like that.
Hmm.
Her. Oh, before we pan out, because I ain't gonna kill the time, because I'm gonna hurry up and get out the program. NBA Summer League, man. I just want to highlight a couple guys, man, that's been really living up to the bill. 1 through 4, been living up to the bill
So far,
so far. And I get it. It is Summer League. I don't want the world to say, "Oh, Summer League. What are you talking about?"
this is all you got to judge them on
Bro,
right now. You rather them look
this is what I was
terrible?
this is what I was going for. This is what you get to see if you made the smart choice or far as a franchise piece, okay? Because I don't care the level of competition, the goods are the goods. You hear me? These dudes are pitting on. The
Mm.
Bonson, yeah, he's aggressive. I like his game. Peterson shocked me. I know he was. I didn't really get a lot of. I didn't really get to see him a lot in Kansas. He is comfortable out there, Gil. When I say he's a
It
playmaker,
looks good. If he
he looks
wants to
good.
play, he's gonna play
Yeah.
well.
And then Utah, I like where they're going, young team. You bring that type of point guard in. I think he's going to fit right in. I think the bonds what they're doing in Washington, I think that's a turnaround piece that you need. You know, Trey Young and all the guys been coming out there watching them. I think he's going to bring some energy to the city. Long time they haven't had that energy since John Wall was there. Okay, I look at Caleb Wilson, number 4 pick. Oh my goodness, he was nice in North Carolina though. He just got injured. He was. I think we just forgot how good he was because he got injured. That boy, Chicago got some.
They
Chicago
got
got some,
somebody,
Gil.
Chicago.
Chicago got some, Gil. They got some dogs, okay? And then I think Boozer gonna be. I think Boozer gonna be what Boozer is. He's gonna be.
Mhm.
He's gonna be a solid piece. A solid piece. You know, they're gonna hold different direction. Every team that I've named is young. Chicago's young. Utah's definitely young. Um, Memphis, they done switched the whole roster around. They went young. And then Washington, they got some vets on there. They got Trey. They got AD. I'm penciling them in.
Mhm.
You got bum behind Aiton. I don't even want to mention that guy. But yeah, I'm impressed with the young boys. 1 through 4, great picks. I like Darius Akuff. I'm Cal Brown Jr. I'm Brooklyn. I don't see it. I don't see it, Gil. I know it's G League. I don't see it though, Gil. It's Summer League. I don't see it, Gil.
I'm not
I'm not
commenting on the
impressed, Gil.
team.
I'm not impressed.
They didn't get who I wanted,
Yeah,
and the guy they got.
I'm not. Like we just said, we can't judge the Summer League, but ain't nothing jumping off the paper either.
Yeah, nothing. When I see highlights, I don't see him.
I don't either. I don't either. So it's looking like another stupid pick by Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gil,
So real quick,
announcements.
home run derby yesterday. Jordan Walker won it
Yeah.
from
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis. Wimbledon ended, and Jannik Sinner, or how do you pronounce it? Yannick Sinner.
Yep.
He won it. NASCAR in Atlanta, which was awesome. There was a 3-hour rain delay, but if you stuck with it or you would watch the replay where there was no rain delay, Ryan Blaney, great race. Finally, Tyler Reddick finished well, and he finished ahead of Denny Hamlin. Not by much, but he did, so he closed in a few points at least. Now, I got an NFL question for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. In your opinion,
Mhm.
right now, before training camp starts, which is only 2 weeks away, by the way, what team to you is the most obvious team to win their division?
Rams
Rams. You think they are head and shoulders above Seattle and the 49ers?
on paper, yeah.
Okay. I was thinking Houston
In their division,
in their division. Jacksonville
hey
won it
Jackson on
last
that same
year.
division.
Jacksonville, the
Hey,
Colts,
the Colts in that division.
and Tennessee.
Tennessee, I don't see
I think
Tennessee.
Tennessee will be better than
They'll
they
be
were.
better. Colts is always going to be a 500 team to me until they show me better. They're a 500 team. I can't pin them no more. They'll come out hot and just, but they did it last year. Okay. Jacksonville, I got to see Jacksonville because I believe they got a real good coach out there. So I think they could challenge Houston. That's what I don't know about them running away with the division because I think Jacksonville really got some pieces down there. They got a good team.
I think
Um,
Houston is ready, man. And
yeah,
the other team that I was thinking
we was gonna say
was Philadelphia.
what? They in the division with the Cowboys.
They are.
They're in division with the Washington Commanders.
How'd they do last year?
Their quarterback wasn't there at all.
Best ability is availability.
You saying running away though? Clear favorite.
I'm thinking clear favorite to win it. I didn't say they got to win by 6 games. I
Clear
just said
favorite.
on paper, clear favorite to win the division. They can win it by
All
one game.
right, I could say Philly. I give you Philly. On paper, Philly, they're going to be the dogs. If we right now, we're going to say who's the teams that coming in is going to be like, okay, these are the teams expected to win. Philly. I'm going to say Philly.
Mm-hmm. You said Rams.
I'm going to definitely say Rams. I'm going to say Denver.
Clear cut. Chargers are in that division.
Damn, yeah, you're right. It can't be.
Kansas City is in that division.
I'm gonna say Denver because of the fact they won the division last year. So they're going to be, they didn't lose anything. So they're going to their target is on Denver. It's for the Chargers to outdo them if they're healthy. But coming in, it's going to be Denver. It's going to be Denver. Can't tell me it's not going to be Denver.
Okay.
I think New England having that. I think New England because of just the
You
season
think
they had
New England?
last year.
I don't think. I don't
Buffalo.
think they.
I
I
think it's
like
Buffalo. Me
Buffalo.
personally, I think it's Buffalo, and I think it's going to be in. See, I can't even say the Bengals and Ravens division because I don't know. That one to me is it could be anybody. Same as the South. I don't know who could win that division. I
Remember
won't even say
the question is, who do you think is the most clear cut
what
to
is
win
clear.
a division?
I'm gonna say
They can win
Ravens.
it by one game,
I'm
but
gonna
you
say
think
Ravens.
clear
I'm gonna
cut.
say it's gonna be the Ravens. I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Ravens, and I'm gonna say it's
Ravens or
going,
the Rams?
no. I'm talking about for division. I'm going by division.
Clear,
Ravens.
no, but the whole league, one team,
Oh, one team, Rams. I stick with my
Rams.
guns, Rams.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah,
But
Rams.
that is, everyone was like, that might be the best division. San
Yeah,
Francisco and Seattle, that might be the
man,
best
Rams,
division.
dog, Rams.
I'm gonna say Houston. I'm really feeling
Man, you
Houston
really you
this
feeling
year.
Houston, huh, man?
I'm
It's all
really.
about Stroud, man. It's all coming down to Stroud and that old line, man. The defense is solid. We ain't got no
I
question about
think
that
they
defense.
improved that offensive line. They got Bell back, who missed all of last year, and they got Montgomery, who I
I
think is
still
an
got
upgrade.
Montgomery. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. And then they still got my man out there,
Nico,
Nico. Yup. Collins, yup.
and
I
they
mean, it
got
ain't a bad.
Higgins, right? That's their number two
Yup,
wide
Higgins.
receiver.
Yup. That ain't a bad pick. That ain't
I
a bad.
like.
That's not a bad. It's not a bad. Not a bad pick at all, Joe.
I don't think Stroud has to go crazy like he did, a couple years ago because I think that defense is going to give him so many
Yeah,
opportunities. They're going to keep him in the game so much.
yeah.
You
That
got to
defense is
remember,
good.
Houston last year, they started off the year 0-3,
He did.
and then they were 3-5.
Yep. Defense
So
carried.
halfway through the year, they had a losing record, and then they didn't lose another game until the playoffs.
And they got a good coach out there, man. They got a real good
Yeah,
coach. They got a real good
they got
coach.
a good coach,
Yep.
D'Amico.
Yep. He's a good coach.
D'Amico. Anything else you want to add before we sign off for two
Oh no,
weeks?
man. I thank everybody for liking, subscribing to the channel. We love the comments, man. We trying to get to 1K subscribers. We got a giveaway for that 1,000 subscriber. We got a giveaway for y'all. We just trying to, man, give y'all good content, get to the next level, man.
That's what's up. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast. You can catch us on the Box Office Buzz 302 YouTube channel every other Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, for my main man, Larry Loper, I'm Gil Larry. Remember, watch the games, stay healthy, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Deuces,
Deuces,
y'all.
y'all.